Mabuhay!
Mabuhay! Mabuhay! My name is Kelly.
My name is Kenneth Tobias, and we are going to discuss the echoes of heritage. In this topic, we are going to talk about and explore the richness of Philippine intangible cultural heritage. Let's start with intangible cultural heritage, or ICH. This includes practices, expressions, knowledge, and skills that communities recognize as part of their cultural heritage. In the Philippines, ICH is a living tapestry built from centuries of tradition, resilience, and creativity. First, is the ICH is made up of living traditions. These are not frozen in time, but they evolve and adapt. For example, the tinikling dance, which imitates the movement of birds, continues to be taught in schools today. The hudhud chants of Ifugao, once performed during harvest, are still sung to preserve community stories and wisdom. Second is intangible heritage is a community rooted. It thrives because it is passed on from one generation to another. An example is the weaving tradition of the Tiboli in South Cotabato, where elders teach young women how to create the colorful tinala cloth. Another is the practice of punok, a ritual river tugging game of Ifugao, celebrated after the rice harvest and joined by the whole community. Next is the soulful sounds of Filipino music. It reflects the country's rich history and cultural diversity. From ancient indigenous melodies to influences from colonial times, Philippine music showcases the creativity and identity of its many ethnic groups. One example is the use of gong ensembles. The kulintang of Mindanao and the gansa of Cordilleras are more than instruments. They echo ancestral stories, rituals, and the collective spirit of the community. Another important feature is the variety of indigenous instruments. The bamboo flute or paldong expresses heartfelt melodies, while the string kudiapi tells cultural narratives through its distinct sound. Together, these sounds from the living heartbeat of the Philippines, reminding us that music is not only entertainment but also a vessel of heritage, identity, and pride. The next is dance. Dance in the Philippines is more than performance. It is a narrative in motion, a living expression of history, daily life, rituals, and spiritual beliefs. One of the most famous is the tinikling, where dancers move gracefully between clapping the bamboo poles. The steps mimic the quick and live movements of the tinikling bird. The singkil of the Maranao tells a royal story. It reenacts a princess gracefully escaping falling trees, showcasing elegance and tradition. The rural folk dances, on the other hand, it portrays everyday life, such as farming, courtship, and festive community celebrations. And in many indigenous groups, ritual dances play a vital role. They are performed during ceremonies for healing, harvest, or preparation for war. It connects people to their ancestors and beliefs. Filipino dances are indeed narratives in the motion, preserving culture, telling stories, and celebrating the soul of the nation.
Oral traditions whisper of wisdom of the Filipino. These traditions are the living echoes of the ancestors, passed down through stories, chants, epics, proverbs, riddles, and songs. Long before the written word took the root in the islands, Filipino preserved knowledge, values, and history through spoken word, around fires, in rice fields, and under nipa roofs. Elders would share tales of mythical heroes, moral lessons, and cultural truths that shape generations. From the epic hudhud of the Ifugao to romantic harana of the lowlands, oral traditions reflect the diversity, creativity, and resilience of the Filipino people. They carry indigenous wisdom, colonial memory, and post-colonial identity. These spoken legacies are more than stories. They are vessels of language, beliefs, resistance, and belonging. Craft identity, Traditional arts and crafts. Traditional arts and crafts are more than just a handmade objects. They are living expression of culture, heritage, and identity. Across generations, communities have used local materials, inherited skills, and symbolic designs to create items that serve both practical and spiritual purposes. From intricate weaving and wood carving to pottery, metalwork, and embroidery, these crafts reflects the values, stories, and worldview of a people. Every stitch, pattern, and textures speak of ancestry and belonging. They are not merely decorative, they are decorations of who we are, where we come from, and what we stand for. The first example is weaving. From the intricate tinala cloth of the Tiboli, made from abaka, to the colorful yakan weaves, textiles are rich with symbolism of tribal history. The second example are pottery and basketry. The ancient manunggo jar signifies a rich burial tradition, while diverse basketry showcase functional art and communal life. Culinary heritage, a taste of Filipino identity. Filipino cuisine is more than just a food. It is rich, flavorful expression of the nation's history, values, and identity. Every dish tells a story, shaped by centuries of indigenous tradition, foreign influence, and regional diversity. From the sour notes of sinigang to the sweet-salty balance of adobo, Filipino food reflects the resourcefulness, warmth, and communal spirit of its people.
Festivals and rituals community in celebration. In the Philippines, festivals and rituals are more than just colorful events. They are vibrant expressions with faith, gratitude, and cultural identity. These celebrations unite communities, allowing people to come together in shared joy and purpose. Whether it's to honor patron saints, give thanks for a bountiful harvest, or commemorate important historical events. Let's take a closer look at two iconic examples. First, Ati-Atian Festival in Aklan, held every January in honor of the Santo Niño, Holy Child Jesus. Second, Payas Festival in Lucban, Quezon, celebrated every May as a thanksgiving for a bountiful harvest in honor of San Isidro Labrador, the patron saint of farmers. These festivals are living traditions passed down through generations, and they continue to evolve while preserving their core meaning. They are testament to how ritual and celebration can strengthen community bonds and keep heritage alive. Next is preservation and promotion, safeguarding the future. Preserving intangible cultural heritage isn't just about remembering the past. It's about protecting living traditions so they can continue to thrive in the future. In the Philippines, various efforts are being made to ensure that these practices are not forgotten, lost, or replaced by rapid modernization and globalization. Here are the key are being used. Number 1, documentation. Traditional knowledge, rituals, songs, and oral histories are being recorded, written down, and archived. This ensures that even if a tradition fades, it can still be studied, revived, or taught in the future. Number 2, education. Schools and community programs are starting to include local traditions and heritage in their lessons. Workshops and cultural camps help young people learn directly from elders and culture bearers, keeping the transmission alive. Number 3, community empowerment. Indigenous and local communities are supported through grants, training, and partnerships. By empowering the actual culture holders, we help ensure that they have the resources and respect needed to continue their way or life. And last, number 4, global recognition. The Philippines actively nominates its ICH to UNESCO's representative list. This gives international recognition to Filipino traditions, encouraging pride and at home and global appreciation. In summary, preserving ICH means actively engaging communities, educating the youth, and honoring traditions at both local and global levels. It is a shared responsibility, one that ensures future generations can still hear the echoes of their heritage. Our last slide is some key takeaways and next steps. As we conclude our journey through the richness of Philippine Intangible Cultural Heritage, or ICH, let's reflect on the key messages. First is richness and diversity. The Philippines is home to a wide variety of living traditions, shaped by centuries of indigenous practices, colonial influences, and regional uniqueness. From sacred chants and traditional weaving to vibrant festivals, each element of ICH reflects the depth and diversity of the Filipino identity. Second, living heritage. Unlike monuments or artifacts, intangible heritage is alive. It is sung, danced, told, and practiced. It survives through the active participation of communities and the passing down of knowledge from elders to the youth. Last, number 3, shared responsibility. Preserving ICH is not just the job of scholars or cultural institutions. It is a collective duty. Communities, educators, artists, youth, and even international partners all play a role in keeping traditions alive, relevant, and respected for future generations. That's all, and always remember that heritage is not only what we inherit from the past, it's what we choose to carry into the future. Let's make sure the echoes of our heritage continue to be heard, felt, and lived, now and for generations to come. Thank you so much for listening.